Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. Sorry. A little trouble with words here for a second. With, hope your folks are well and taking care of each other and yourselves. I am awesome. Folks will do that. Better because I started the game up anyways, and it was wild. I had the energy to actually sit here and start the recording. It really sucks sometimes. Also dealing with toxicity and, well, people being dishonest, making life harder for me. One of the people where I'm staying, they were sitting in common area and just just playing videos rather loudly, and I when I got some of my coffee and I sat in there, I didn't say a word to them. I wasn't bothering. I mean, it wasn't like doing anything to them or anything. But of course they didn't like me being there. This person's been rather hostile, so even though I did nothing, I got them left up after a while, and then they tried to falsely claim. I did briefly mention I saw a light on to the cellar because they come up because they have a basement room there, and I'm like, could you turn off the lights when you're behind you when you walk up or down the stairs? That'd just be nice and save them playing a little bit. They tried to claim that I had went over there and spat in the stairwell. They made this up and said it to their partner, which isn't good that they're lying, and it's utter bunch of bullshit because I didn't know such thing. I have a cough, but I walk around coughing all the time, and I always swallow it. I never spit it. And there was no evidence of what they said either. But they were just trying to create problems because they didn't like that I dared to share the common space that they were dominating with loud YouTube videos, and I wasn't even commenting on. Or not even YouTube videos. I think it was like Netflix, some stupid sitcom. It's like, really, you're gonna do something that basically is taking advantage of a health condition I can't control when you were wildly dominating the space with something you can control, the choice to play videos. And I didn't comment on it, I didn't complain. So and stuff like that just stresses me out. I do not like when people lie just to cause problems and try and dominate spaces or people. Um, hmm. Anyways, I set aside bedrooms up here. I thought bedrooms, but that's actually a terrible idea, I realized, because this is very close to ground level. I mean, this is on ground level, and it's very close to the subterranean levels here. By the way, this is clay loam, so yeah, this is not clay that can be gathered. It's like clay mixed with soil, too much more soil than clay. But anyways, if I'm doing any kind of mining, including channeling down here, it's gonna wake up dwarves. Mining has 8 by 8 by 8 noise radius, which includes up and down, but it does have a stronger effect closer, so it probably, like the first 2 or 3 tiles, including Z levels in any direction, dwarves be woken up, then it's extremely uneasy sleep, then it's just uneasy sleep. The point of all that being, so there's a Kia corpse here. Must have gotten murdered by one of my dogs. The Kias tend to steal stuff, so I see. That's just hiding. Don't mind butchering it. It's not rotten yet, but some copper mechanisms. I need those soon. One of my dogs must have taken that hit down. Everybody gathers plants. Some of the dwarves do carpentry, glass making. So what I'm probably going to do is make these workshops. They're small areas, not much bigger than a workshop, and I can close them off when dwarves get strange moods. Which the most common strange moods early on will be carpentry or crafts dwarf type stuff. And I need more workshops anyways. B-O is workshop, yeah, that's a thought. And, I don't know. Three, 4, 5. I just need to mass produce wooden blocks here, so. Yoki. Not sure what I'm going to do with that one. It's a slightly larger space. It could be a meeting area, maybe. I don't know. I'll probably put a wood stockpile up here, so it'll actually be very close. Looks like I haven't done a floor over this area yet. Did sand pair there. I guess I could keep it consistent. I've got the sand pair wood. It's actually a nice color. Pear wood, walnut wood. Sand pear. Nope, don't have enough. Alright. Oh. Well, it's... Oops. BNF. Oh, boil is late, so I can haul it quickly. So anyways, I'll probably shut down these carpenter workshops soon. Maybe this one. I want the smallest space possible that's being enclosed if a dwarf gets a strange mood. Huh. What is this Mark Dwarf shooting at? Kia. Oh. He is antagonizing stuff. Diplomat cannot complete a meeting. That's probably... more puppies. The expedition leader meets the outpost liaison. Much necessary information added. Put in some requests for what I want the caravan to bring next time around. Santa's great and all, but I can get it and clay locally. What I'd really like, or where's stone? There needs to be a search function for this level as well. You can find the right large categories. I see wood here. They could put it next to stone. You know? Wood and stone being common inputs. By 2 minutes coal. Boom. And when it's less productive, but if I run out all the coal, still source of construction material and jet. It's light and where is illuminate? That can be used to make iron stuff. And I'll show it for copper. Maybe some hematite, magnetite too. I just need all the copper and steel. Well, not steel, but iron I can make. Still is too much work. It's an unnecessary upgrade at this point. Plus that explode the value of my fort. Copper nuggets, I guess. They're heavier than malachite, but interesting. Some stones I could embark with don't seem to be listed here. There's magnetite. It's too bad you can't use chromium to make stainless steel. Chromite is there. Stabby stone. Tetrahedrite, that's another copper ore. Guess I can make bronze too. Usually copper is more mundane objects that just need to be magma proof though. Or things that benefit from density, like maces. Copper actually makes decent maces. Alright, considerate that's tin ore, remember. Cool. Pets. Need cats eventually. Start female ones and male ones up later. Or they occasionally come visiting. Sows as well as start towards having eventually an underground pig herd. Alright, and now they're discussing what they'll pay extra for next season. It's crafts or craft dwarves workshop stuff is mutable. But a kitchen here. This area is going to be enclosed before too long. But yeah, protect against Kias someday. It's behind a bunch of doors, but I'll probably put it underground. I don't know what to do with that space. So pigs don't need pastures or anything, so you can have like whole herds of them underground. Although you have to deal when you butcher them. You probably want somewhere it's considered above ground, even if it's channeled like this, so you don't get miasma from their products. Occasionally they can die of old age and stuff in a herd, so above ground stuff can still be better. But since only so many layers of soil, they can actually be grazing stuff, and this space being close to the surface is probably going to be used for living space. Certainly not going to be, I don't know. So probably like some kind of grand hall. I hate removing constructions because it wakes sleeping dwarves, but that's to be removed by miners. Constructions. Where's their move construction? Yeah. Remove orders. God. Traffic areas, hauling routes, burrows, zones, stockpiles. That's probably just the remove construction. We'll see. This gives me a jet block at the end. Fortunately, disturbed the sleep of dwarves, but want access that underground room. Connect all the stuff up. Get some stairwells down soon. I want to replace this upward slope with stairs. Kind of main stairwell thing. I don't know. Dwarven child will strive. Population. More migrants. Fun. No one's doing this order. I wonder if that was maybe the wrong. Fighting emo. Why do they keep picking fights with everything? I don't know. All these people gathering plants randomly. That should be a more priority job than this. Used to be you could set priority levels on the mining and stuff to advanced options. That's at least high priority. Oh, here we go. Standing orders. There we go. It's on the way over menu. Don't know what it was. Just gonna have everyone except the miners gather plants. More important stuff for them. And the woodpecker, I guess. Need to actually be off gathering. These are still off gathering plants. I guess they all decide to gather stuff there. They picked up some grapes. Thought about bringing grapes along. It can be brewed. They're not as good as strawberries for brewable, but they're all inactive. Where is he? It shows him. Miner doctor. It says they're gathering plants, but why are they gathering over here? They get bugged out on something? Are they trying to gather from? Probably trying to gather from the trees. Hoping they could get stuff they could. Some stuff can be reached with that ladder, but nope. That fixed it. There we go. I'll just gather fallen fruit and shrubs, which is all I really want. Walnuts. Okay, that's cleared. Channel down there. And voila. Space that won't cause cave adaptation. Yep, there was a jet block. Just gonna rebuild that wall though. Okay. Just wanted to do this. Alright. Now I just need to create a way. It's way down there. are these all inactive? I guess because it's only the carpenter. Do any of the actual carpentry? And a few other dwarves. I meant with the miners available for other things, but there we go. Some space miners. Boom, 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 boom. And cover it. Ha! Kia is still on a wheelbarrow. Oh, that's great. Actually, wheelbarrows are a really great way to produce value from wood. You look at the wiki listings on value, a wheelbarrow is base value of 50. Not as good as, I mean, turning the wood into charcoal, making a statue, but in terms of labor efficiency, making a clay, or even, I guess, maybe a glass statue, clay is worth more. There's all sorts of things you can make out of glass. Used to be enormous corkscrews are worth a ton. Not anymore. Sometimes there'd be instruments that you make out of glass, but doesn't say what. Yeah, that's wood only. Yeah. World generation, you get random instruments for, I guess, each civilization or maybe all dwarves, and there's a chance you can get green glass instruments, which are very, very valuable to make. Otherwise, statue makings, if you're willing to collect clay, or wheelbarrows are great ways to turn wood into value for trade. Started with all this, all these sandbags, and I guess I could have started with a bunch of jet and coal instead. The goal was to make lots of blocks cheaply and lots of value, and then just invested labor in. Looks like, what's this clay loam? If I can find some actual clay around here, making clay statues. I didn't know what the terrain will look like or the availability. Just because there's clay in the map doesn't mean there's a lot of it. Give me a sec. Sorry, and I'm back. I was greeting a roommate who got in. I get all really along well with some folks, you know, friendly, kind. This particular roommate, guy used to be in the room I'm in. The guy who's next door to me on one side, not the guy on the other. Two people in a different couple. I'm in a short-term place, so there's a rapid turnover. So if I don't get along with someone, usually I don't have to wait too long to be someone else in, or at least that was. It's getting a little less rapid this time of year. So, but I can sit and obsess a lot over the most efficient way of turning dwarven labor into value with starting materials. There's a random Kia wing over here. That depends on a lot of things. Probably bringing food items and cooking them is, especially if you come with a chef who's got a little bit of skill to start, it's one of the most efficient ways of producing value, followed probably by bringing clay, bituminous coal, and making statues. Whoa. It started raining, and of course there's still bugs with blood management, so now there's pools of emu blood everywhere, anywhere there's even a small smattering. Soon the map will be painted red with emu blood. It's annoying stuff like this that still hasn't been fixed, that it's the thing that holds this game back from its true potential. Let's see, so I was thinking I'd put a constructed wall here, and a ramp here. Ramps are a little more efficient for people coming from moving laterally and up and down. So one also the dwarf is here, and then they're, instead of a stair, they can actually go straight down, then have to move laterally. If I ramp this way for dwarves to reach. I probably should channel. I don't know what's beneath here. But this is where I was going to build a wall, so let's find out. So yeah, anyways, I had a quick snack, started some more coffee brewing. Tastes definitely a cup of coffee plus two brew pots, but smaller pots. 2 cup of coffee, because each pot is basically a large cup. Plus a cup of tea a day because I'm really tired. I'm still suffering post-exertion malaise from something 5 days ago, my long COVID. Thought, oh, it would be about 3 days. And the second day, I was starting to get a little bit. I'm like, oh, no. But then it came back with a vengeance. Oh, it'll only be 2 days. I thought it was going to be 3. No, it's ended up now being 5 days. And my legs still hurt like hell. That happens sometimes. Long COVID. It's hard to predict how long to be incapacitated after I do something even a little physically. Strange. Where are the miners? Oh, they're building stuff. Because the other dwarves are off gathering plants. What are they even gathering? You're gonna tell me the hotkey for... Alright, Y. Used to be Z was kitchen. Yep, they got some walnuts, that's for sure. Figured walnuts were gatherable. And some apricots and sand pears. Materials aren't gonna do any good though if I don't get in a trade here. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from the wood blocks and make wheelbarrows for a little while. I'm gonna probably need to sell those. That and some surplus bags.